Hey everybody, it's me, DeoGenZ, and it's time to explode the head in World of Goo. This is a complicated level if you don't do it right, so pay attention to the goo placement. What has to go down here is we have to work around the head here, which is very spiky. It's worse than a cactus in Minecraft. At any point where the spinning head can poke the goo, your whole structure will be popped. And especially when you start getting up into the higher levels of goo crafting here, it gets super annoying because all it has to do is shear one joint of goo, and then the whole colossal tower comes down and splatters all over the head. So make sure that your towers are balanced, but also be careful not to go too crazy outwards. You want to make sure that there's plenty of space between the head and its spiral gyration there and all of your goo. But you also have to beware of the headless robots over there off on the side that decorate kind of the window box area. Their fire will ignite these flaming goo guys. The red goo we need specifically for this challenge because once we get up to the tippity top, we're going to find an explosive mine that we need to drop on this guy's head and blow up the head, as the title suggests, because he is blocking the pipe. It's unfortunate though. I believe the sign painter says that this is one of the few remaining robots left. What were they building here? Why are these goo creatures so valuable? Goo a metaphor for petroleum? Certainly could be. If you ever get wobble factors like that, it's good to add a counterbalance. But we have to get more sturdy so this wobble doesn't even happen. Let's start working on this so we can meet up in the middle. What we have to do here is sort of a quick... that's going to pop the goo immediately if I put it there. What we have to do here is a quick bridge connection across the failing bending structure, as I like to say. Uh-oh. That might be too much bend. Just barely made it back. Phew. But, yeah, oftentimes I do this puzzle. I've not gotten a strong enough structure to where I can have everything that I've built not be sliced a little bit by the prickly head. I will get that connection, don't you worry. We need to get up to there. But actually, we're so close. I'm wondering if I go about it in a different strategy, how it will work out. We seem to be sort of stable right now. Work with me, Goo. Follow the whistle. Don't go down the structure. It seems to be working with us so long as we give it enough back support. And hopefully it doesn't wiggle too much towards the head. Why don't we just go straight up? Instead of wasting all that time making a goo bridge across, which is what I was suggesting originally, but is actually, in retrospect, kind of much harder to do because of that slicing head factor. It keeps on spinning, and even if you get a little bit close, it can shear your structure completely and then make the bridge connection that you were about to finish be worth nothing. Now, don't feel stingy in ever using all of these fire goo here, because we only need to collect 4, and thankfully the developers threw in 4 black pearly goos that you can't actually build into any structure. They're solely meant for getting into the pipe. But that's good. It means we can use all of our resources here, try and counterbalance this tower ever so slightly. The leaning tower of fiery destruction, sitting oh so close to the prickly head of despair. Come up here, goos! Got no time to mess around. Oh no. Oh no, 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 get back. Alright, okay, fine. You win that round, prickle goo head. Or prickle bot head. You're not even a part of the goo world. Although I'm sure you worked in goo manufacturing. Oh, there goes one soul that didn't need to be in. There goes the fire. Yeah, as I warned you about before. Try to not run into the fire or the head. See, now that's unfortunate. It just took so many of my goo simply because they were kind of going back and forth on that part of the structure. Don't! No! I've come too far to turn back my strategy now. I don't feel like hitting the retry button. We're so close to the very top. We just need more goo to make this a strong structure that does not bend so much. Okay, or get sliced by the head. See, we don't have a lot of wiggle room in this level, people. This is what makes this level so difficult. It's the fact that the goo do like to bend and sway, and that's not really good in what you would consider a goo minefield. Goo minefield of fire and spikes of doom. We almost made it! Ah, get there! Yes! It is complete. Now you can slice up the goo all you want and ignite it so we don't even have to build out our structure any further. That is a beautiful fireworks display, people. And I do believe this will do it for exploding the head. What happens to the green goo? Oh, it bursts from the fire. But so does his obnoxious dome. Oh, so there's something that I guess I should advise you against, is to make sure that you at least have, let's see, 2, 3 goo balls left of the fiery goo in order to work your way up to the pipe, because man, wouldn't it suck if you used all your fiery goo in order to get up there, only to see that you can't even transport the black pearly goo up because you have no more building material. Now come! We did not go all this way just to leave behind easy goo. And that is level get of lots of goo. And what I've decided to do with World of Goo from here on out, because the levels are getting progressively harder, is make one level an episode and upload these daily, so there will be 2 Let's Plays a day. See you tomorrow.